All right, let's see what we got here. Got a couple of plugs for the ride. Looks like it. This. Okay, that's for the anti-lock brakes. All right, now you got to check this stuff, because see these here, this plug here goes to the brake caliper, okay? More than likely that's for the anti-lock brake setup. So that one you want to keep. You're not going to get rid of that wire. What's this one here? That one, from the looks of it, yeah, this other one is for your speed sensor. It looks like it goes to the middle of the wheel. So you always want to remember, first of all, you want to check them to make sure they're the same type of plugs. All right. This one I know goes to the brake caliper. This one in my left hand I know goes to the center of the hub behind it. So it's more than likely for the speedometer. It's an electronic speedometer. So you want to check them. Make sure you know where they go. The black wire goes to the brake caliper. It's got that black plug there. Brake caliper. It's also the second wire back. The front one is white. So that means that one goes to the center. If you got to write it down somewhere, write it down. But you know where they have to go back to. So you don't want to cut these. You want to take them out, and you want to be nice about it. Remember, black and white. And I already forgot where they went. Luckily, I wrote it down. That stays connected there. Black goes. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this 10mm bolt out. That frees up our brake line. Just so when we take it all out, because if you look at it, it's connected right here to the strut. That way, when we take everything apart, we know we can take this strut out. Now that it's off, it's away from it. We're okay. Now, we're going to do these two big honking strut bolts. That's what it is. It's serrated. I didn't know that. All right. Now we do the top. Now, you've got these two dowel pins here. These will line up the strut because, for whatever reason, GM's using a bolt. Most of them use a stud. So GM's using a bolt. Most of them use a stud, so you don't have to have these alignment pins. But being that GM decided to go with a bolt, they've got alignment pins. So it's not that difficult. They only go in one way. Put this baby into place. See what we got. Start working out again. Start doing work like this. I tell you what. Now, we've got that. We put the bottom in. Go in. One. I know why they have it serrated. Besides, you don't have to use a lock washer. Yeah, I know why. Just dawned on me. Yep. It just dawned on me why they have serrated bolts in here. One, they don't have to use a lock washer. Two, when they go to align it, the holes are slotted. That way, the bolt stays where it is. You just loosen up the nut, and you can do your alignment. It makes it easier if they built in adjustment by having slotted holes. The problem with having slotted holes is you have to hold everything tight. The only way they figured to do that was to lock the bolt basically to the spindle. That's how they did it. That's how it makes sense now. Come back. Don't run away. Don't go. And you got to get it tight because you're pulling the last bit of the serrated bolt in there. So you got to make sure you get it tight. And our brakes and everything else, yada, yada, yada. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. 10 millimeter. There. White plug to white plug. Remember, white goes to the speed sensing, to the speedometer. Our black plug is right here. You plug it in. Oh, got it upside down. No wonder it didn't want to work. Plug it in. Hook it back where it's supposed to go. The only thing that's left to do now is put the tire on, get this thing onto jack stands. All right, there you have it. You went from air to no air. Now, there's a little thing that you got to understand. When you go from air to no air, that means the back is going to sit a little bit higher. And the reason is your spring rate is going to keep the back end up a little bit more. Now, it's going to level out when you put your people in the back. When you're rolling 9 deep, it's going to sit level, maybe a little bit lower in the back. As to where if you had air, the car is going to sit level. As the people get in it, it's going to go down. The air is going to want to bring it back up. This way is a lot easier. You don't have to worry about replacing expensive parts, and you're good to go. And all in the span of about 4 hours. The only thing left for me to do is clean up my mess and go eat dinner. I'm out.